better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down. Thinking away, listen to that fool. Just got tired of doing what you're going to do. That's a freak boy, yeah. That's a freak little man. Break it down.
Welcome to the Situation Room. Tonight's show was supposed to be just a simple recap of the year, but we all know that went out the door real quick with a whole bunch of update notes. So we're going to try to cover the update notes, the recap of the year, and of course cover whatever else comes to our mind. Now tonight we do have a pretty good sized panel. I do believe we got a couple new people and a couple more that will be appearing in a little bit. So please bear with us. But right now we have Archangel, we have Grumpy, Dispatcher, we got Happy, we got Fuck You, and we got Destry, Chad, and Soldier Boy. So please, everybody, let's have some fun tonight. But let's try to cover as much positive and year positive stuff we have had or haven't had. All right, we're going to jump right in, guys. I know everybody's the hot topic is the turrets. Let me put this back on the screen. I don't know why I kicked myself off of it. This is definitely probably the hottest topic that's in the game right now is the turrets. They have massively changed them. Now, I could sit here and read all this beginning shit, and we all could, the reload times have changed, but we're going to cover it individually. So I'm going to summarize what they're saying. They're basically telling us they fucked with the guns. They changed the range for each one's differently, how they hit units, and if you don't like it, you were pretty much shit out of luck. So let's cover what exactly they're going to do. And we're going to start with the Avalanche right off the bat. They added a whole new level. They added the range from 600 to 625. Let's see, research costs have been reduced from 719 mil oil and metal down to 555 million oil and metal from level 1 to 10. That's because they added a new level, so they've made a little adjustments and they reduced it. I don't see a lot of people complaining about the amount of oil and metal. What people will like is they did takes and reduce the time from 30 days to 20 days from 1 to 9, which I feel is really super good for those lowers that are trying to get up there. If you don't have Avalanche in your base, that's going to be a massive help. And if you don't have Avalanche in your base, you might want to think about getting them in there now. The equipped costs have been reduced. The amount is 250K at all levels. I didn't see anything about Thor, so does that mean they added time to it? I have to look into that. Let's see what else. Range has been added by 25. Everything above level 10. So they're going to hit harder. They're going to hit, and they're going to get you a little. Your old points where you used to think you're safe. You're not safe anymore. You're going to have to adjust in your mental state. Let's see, what else do we got? And damage to non-unique infantry and non-unique vehicles have been doubled. So your purifiers are going to get whacked. Your hammers are going to get whacked. Your libs are going to get whacked. All the non-unique units they're just going to get smashed. Avalanche are definitely going to hit harder than they ever have. So be aware. I mean, that's a huge change. And I don't think a lot of people are aware. This is probably similar to what Kickside uses in their bases. Everybody always says their Avalanche seem to hit harder. Well, this is probably what they've been running this whole time, guys, and we We're just getting to see their numbers.
Which means bend over.
Yeah, well, what my mind and one of the other guys already brought up earlier in the pre-show is, if this is what Kickstarter is probably running on us, what are they going to run on us now?
Okay, let me just ask a question at this point. Before, most people said before that the avalanche hit the drones, not the unit. It did very slight damage to the unit itself, but they were good against the drones.
That's a viral turn.
Yeah, imagine with a viral turn on that bad boy.
Yeah.
So
Imagine what that's going to do to a Titan.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
If you put it on the viral, that means those drones are going to get massively whacked.
Well, I'm betting 2 to 3 of these new avalanches with a viral on them would probably take out an Omega Titan. No doubt about it. I would bet money on. I haven't tested it, nothing like that. But
I didn't want to.
I have my avalanche maxed, and I can run a test if you guys want.
Oh, well, just give us a few minutes. That'll be actually fantastic.
I don't have the viral turret upgraded though. That's the only.
No, that's fine. I just want to see if we can see the range difference, and
just having the viral on there, yeah.
I really want to see that, and that is another point. This makes you go back, because I never wanted to do viral. I was not a big fan of it, because a lot of the units don't have viral.
Yeah.
But
I mean, the only thing I'm worried about with viral is the Omega Titan. And let's face it, I got level 20 technicals and level 20 phalanx. The Titan probably is going to appear and then disappear into the ground when it lands on my base.
That brings us up to the next turn, though. Okay, guys, the avalanche is now going to clobber the Titan. What is the new Hunter going to do to the Titan?
Oh, I have something to say about that, and I tested that out with the Hunter with a maxed fusion against an Omega Herald. Can nearly kill it.
Yes, it does.
Can nearly kill it by itself.
I've seen an Omega Titan actually be dropped by one shot.
One shot, Hunter max fusion is dropped. One shot.
So here we go. Now we got the viral hitting your Titan and a Hunter hitting it. Guess what happens? That Titan lasts, 30 seconds at most?
No, not 10 seconds tops.
There is no chance for Omega Titan to... It's scared to do cleanups now.
Omega Titan is a cleanup unit. It has been for the last month and a half, 2 months.
No, it's terrifying.
I'd say no longer than that, actually. I'd call it probably the last 3 months since the Herald came out, maybe even longer. But here's a question for you all. For the blackout, because we all seen the blackout takes one hell of it.
Well, the good thing about the blackout is that the drones can't be targeted, so the viral on it is not going to do a damn thing.
Right. So now it's just Hunter versus blackout.
Well, I do have to say though that the flak turret will hit those drones, and if you get the viral on there, I'm thinking that the damage, even though that those can't be targeted, that the splash will hit those drones.
Okay. Well, let's cover the. That's the next one. Let's cover what they changed on the Hunter, because they did some massive changes there. Damage per shot has been increased from in levels 1 through 15. The percentage goes from 35 to 400K. So be aware they're going to hit even harder. The lock-on time has been decreased from 3 seconds to 2.5. I don't think we're really going to see a difference in that. But here's where we are going to see a big difference. The reload time has been decreased from 2 to 1 second. So basically, 1, 2, 3. Instead of just sitting there going 1, 2. So basically, this thing's going to hit a lot faster, a lot harder. But here's the thing that they're going to. I personally think I'm going to like this, but I think other people aren't. The splash has been taken completely off. So if it targets one hailstorm, it's not wiping out all your hailstorms.
Yeah. Or your Furies. Thank God.
Oh, God, that's yeah, exactly the point. It won't hit the Furies anymore. It's going to hit one Fury.
But with the faster reload, it's going to be more capable of it. Might as well have the splash anyway.
Well,
no, the splash is really a big deal. I mean,
if you're Sandstorm and Titan were sitting side by flying in together, it hit locked onto the Titan. It was hitting the Sandstorm too.
Right.
I didn't like that bullshit. Now, okay, it's going to hit your Titan, it's going to drop your Titans, then it's going to go after your Sandstorm. Yes, the speed is increased, so it's going to go bang, bang, bang. You're going to have to be ready for this. So, if you got a lot of people with technicals as it is, are sitting up for anti-air, you might want to think about ground until we read on the ground, which is coming up. Now, Lonnie did touch on the flak gun. Yes, they couldn't leave anything alone. Lonnie, go ahead and continue where you were.
Well, I was just saying that the flak does a lot of splash. I've never really used flak, but I've gone up against them. The splash will kill your drones quickly. That's the big thing about trying to get into a flak is the splash. The splash on those flaks are just crazy.
You hit the blackout, like you were saying.
Yeah, and if it's got a viral on it, and the splash, I've seen splash kill my blackout drones. So if the splash is killing those drones, then that means if it's got a viral on it, you're going to be taking damage on your blackout.
Yeah. So
what black is just basically shooting up in the air, and the explosion is supposed to hit whatever in the area.
Yeah.
But if you look at the numbers, they did some more changes now here. And one of the biggest changes, damage against non-unique air units have been increased by 300%.
Good Lord.
I'm sorry. That's like instead of having, just say you went all flaks. You got 4 flaks. Now you got 12 flaks basically in your base. That's against non-unique air, which we all know. We all use our Furies and so on and so on. But I don't see them doing anything, against the Titan on that. But here's the thing that a lot of people need to be aware of. The splash radius increased from 150 to 200 at all levels. So you thought the splash was bad before?
Yeah.
Now the splash is even bigger.
Well, like Ark said, that's the whole idea behind a flak gun is to put flak up in the air and take out splash damage.
Stuff up in the air, it's just up there.
Yeah.
I think what they're trying to do, I don't know. I have no clue. But my thoughts are that they're trying to change the game from everybody using a heavier aircraft, the Herald, Titan, Sandstorm, to the more mobile, quicker stuff they gave us because, like the Yellow Jackets and the Hornets. Even the Furies, they're somewhat stationary when they attack, but these things do like straight scraping runs, and they're firing as they move and fire.
The way I see it is I think they're trying to make the flag gun a big option in the game because a lot of people couldn't combat the blackout because a Hunter missile against the blackout really it hit it did damage, but it didn't lay it out. If you got viral on your flak gun, now it's really going to do some damage to that blackout. So I think they're trying to make the flak gun more part of the game. I'll tell you what. Until I go
trying to make it relevant again is what they're trying to do.
Well, until I go in the base and the flak gun actually hurts me, because when I go into a base and I see a flak gun, I used to laugh. I'm like, this guy does not know how to PvP.
Yeah.
Well, let's face it, when they brought out the Herald, it put a whole new unique into the game that nobody's ever seen before. To have a unit come into your base and be able to destroy your whole base with taking barely any damage. I mean, when that Herald first came out, I don't think it was as strong as it was until they buffed it. But after the buff with the splash damage that it had, it was a whole new ball game.
Yeah, and one of the other things I think people were, they brought the technicals out, and I think Kickside might have went with these turns too quick. They should have gave it a little more time because the technicals have actually, I would say, leveled the playing field against air.
I mean, you thought flattening a base was hard before.
Well, flattening a base now is a pain in the ass. It's not like a 47 goes against a 44. 47 should run straight over. No. We've got technicals in the base. I don't care what level you are. This level playing field. It changes the aspect.
Okay, so let's just think about this right here for just 1 second, if you don't mind. With your PvP air tune, which is what everybody I think is going to start using because of the repair time, you can only hold 2,500, which is basically you throw your Herald, your Sandstorm or your Titan, and one other big unit in there. Now let's say you don't put none of that in there. You just throw a whole bunch of small, light aircraft that can hit fast. You take out all the support turrets. That's what I think is going to turn to. You got to hit the support turrets first now. So to get back to at least having a chance at the base.
Well, you can actually probably do that more now because without the Hunter Splash, you'd have more time to use smaller units to get around. But it's
my Cobras will be useful again.
Old school hailstorms.
Well, you're gonna have to start thinking out the box. That's all. That's what I see happening because they're definitely moving away from the heavy unit. I mean, now at first, they were killing the Titan with everything. The Libs was knocking the Titan out there, Sandstorm out there. Now that the Herald has had its day 6, 7, 8 months of superiority. Now they're devising ways to take it out the air. So what's left?
Well, that's the thing. I just heard Lonnie say hailstorms. Before you couldn't put a pack of hailstorms in, but now if you put a pack of hailstorms in and a Hunter, and even if it shoots down one, you have its electric on. Guess what the other hailstorm's going to do to that that Hunter that's shooting 1 per second? It just got shot down because, it got shocked, and then it's not firing, and then you just wipe it out. Before, though, with the old Hunter, it fired once, it would probably spread all the hailstorms in that bunch.
Hell yeah.
It don't do that no more. So that changes everything. That changes the ballpark. But then again, you got the flash run. Now it's got a bigger splash, and it hits those non-unique units even harder. So we're going to be searching, and I think a lot of, especially like Lonnie, there's a lot of PvP champ. Oh my God, you're the PvP king. So we all know you guys will be searching to try figuring ways around this.
Oh man,
So,
I'm not the PvP king by far, man.
Yeah, well,
thanks for the compliment, though.
Hey, I do gotta have a quick question, real quick. Call me a dumbass, but that caretaker is able to be put inside your base. So how's that going to pair up with like your testicles and your shit that you got inside
My
your
testicles
base?
are.
Well, that's what the caretaker does. Take care of your testicles.
Hey, I call him that.
Drive it in the go-go bar. Woohoo!
We got testicles and go-go bars. Oh, great. Okay, let's go to Champ here. Let's bring up Champ because we talked about the air and the avalanche.
Let me get some resources here because I want to upgrade a Hunter missile or my Hunter turret, or just set the turret at least. I just unlocked the viral turret, and I was running a couple deaths while you guys were talking there. But I just want to.
Let me know when you're ready. I like to run some of those tests. But guys, just the aspect of what we've seen coming out of the air, I'm seeing a massive change because before we were all we got enough air with the PvP platoons, the other air platoons. If you're a heavy coiner, you pretty much could ran to anybody's base and constantly kept on hitting. Now with this anti-air, you're going to be going into these bases. And you're not going to come out with as much air as you.
Yeah, if you bring just air to my base, good luck with that.
Now you're forcing some ground units in.
Yeah, now we're going back there forcing more ground, and that's what the technical was doing. But then people started figuring out if we do a technical phalanx mix, woo, now we're getting costly no matter what you come with. And that is exactly what I'm seeing. I'm seeing more of a balance. You have to do more of a balanced attack. And that is what I think Kickside is reaching for, and I'm going to give them credit for it. It looks like they're forcing it.
Well, now they're bringing sniping back into the game, too.
Yes, absolutely. Because you know what? If they get their heavy tune in there, they're not gonna flatten you. Blondie, if you see a guy with a slow moving tune out there, what's the first thing you're gonna go to snipe?
You're gonna grab it.
Well, nowadays I actually go into my base and wait because I enjoy defending.
Okay,
Because I know that thing's gonna ghost right home without a bubble, especially if it's just one of them.
all right. Let me rephrase this. For a normal person,
Oh God!
Is there any of them here?
I don't.
I just ran a
That's
test
a
for the
really
new
good question.
railgun.
The
But
point-
yeah, I mean, 90% of the time, if there's a slow mover moving on the map, and it's going that slow, and you don't know who it is, it's somebody going to hit a base.
Oh yeah. So that's the first thing you want to do. And you know what? You know what really screwed that up? And I'm going to be honest. The drop ships. You couldn't tell what a heavy or a buggy was. You couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah, but it wouldn't matter when you're running drop ships because what was you going to do? Look in their tune?
You know, you're
After
listening.
the fact.
If I'm gonna, if you want to fix the drop ships, all you got to make them snipeable. If you make them snipeable, you fix all the problems, and then guess what?
Yep.
Everybody's back to having a good time. It's 6 minutes to get to a base with my platoon. Now we're back to 30 seconds, and guess what? We're hitting each other a lot more often.
Kickside makes more money. We're all happy.
Well, I don't know if we'll be happy because that means we're spending more, but at least it's funny.
Unless you start getting stocking kicks out, then you're not happy. I mean,
If the game,
That's an idea.
you're bringing the game back to PvP, which I'm seeing it with Warpath and other stuff. They're bringing the game back more to PvP. Yes, you still got to farm, like you're, in between fights. You've definitely got to farm to get your anti-missile bastions, your intel, your res, your Thor. Oh my God, the Thor we burned this week alone is ridiculous. But the point is, we got New Year's coming, and guess what? I'm resisting a lot of my temptation to stock up on stuff because I want to heal and I want to make sure everything's healed for New Year's Eve bash. By the way, we will discuss that later. But the
Buy gold. Buy gold.
the PvP is coming back, and especially with Warpath. If they do some more adjustments for the upper levels, I think they're going to even see more get smashed. I mean, you're going to see more gold come in. That means, So I see.
If Kickside was smart, they would lower all. They would actually stop the 9 gold for a caretaker dead. If they would actually put a cap on it, 20 gold, a whole 3,000 space tune dead, 20 gold. You know how much money they would make?
Oh
Killed it
God!
for me.
There would be so much PvP going around. Everybody be going crazy.
Yeah, everybody be hitting everybody. I mean, it would practically kill the alliances just about.
It'd be civil war all over.
I think every sector would be at war with itself. Who's the boss? Who's the boss? Who's willing to spend that 20 extra that the other one isn't?
I mean, with that kind of thing, I mean, I think that we could actually start running kind of like leagues and shit like that. That would be freaking awesome.
I see a lot more coming back.
Have actual tournaments where you see each other and.
I actually going to start a tournament. I wasn't going to participate because you need somebody neutral. And this is just something I was trying to do, and I couldn't get enough participants. I was going to make a page for 20 spots. They battle each other, hit for hit.
There was one about a year and a half ago that never went through, and I was actually going to participate in it, and it never went through.
Well, I'm seriously thinking about taking some time and setting that up for February. Because I really
back a year and a half ago. You got to think though. Back a year and a half ago, when it was going to happen, you had workshop hacks still in the game. You had
you still have instant
repair cheats, I believe, still in the game. You had all this other, all these different hacks in the game. And now since Kickside has really, really cleaned up their act on that end of the spectrum, I mean,
yeah. Well, I know for one of the people that a year and a half ago that was going to participate, The reason he backed out is as soon as they said we would have to see the video, and he bailed out.
That's what they was going to do that too. They said, you got to record your attack before the tunes you used before, and the tunes you use after, and what's on them.
Yeah, you got to report, and you got to go. I think it was going to based on repair time, and the couple people I know, one of them still plays the game. Didn't get banned, but he's been definitely what he considers chat traitor, which I call bullshit on, but that's another story.
Yeah. There's actually one of them that actually shared a picture on the page of the tournament page, and he had some sort of hack program in his freaking taskbar, and he called himself on it. He was actually leading this tournament. He was actually the one that started the tournament.
I'm still thinking. I think this next after New Year's, I'm gonna work on this and maybe bring some higher levels in. I mean, we all know, like, we got some friends that got some good coin that would love to see who's. Yes, it's an ego builder, but I still would love to see who's got the skill and not just the dollar.
Yeah.
Sort of a fight club for War Commander, huh?
Let's scroll down here and let's talk about the land stuff like Champ's doing his stuff. Let's start with the Overwatch. Now, guys, back in the day, you had to have Overwatches in your base. True or false?
Yes, to stop the special forces.
Yeah, that was the thing. You had to have them. But
And then Burno came by.
then Burno came out. Then it was like this
Then it
Overwatch.
was 2 rails, 2 hunters.
Nowadays,
Everything started moving faster, and you could dodge the Overwatch.
Yep.
That's what created its demise. Was it fired, and you just ran out the way.
well,
And,
they
the Hellstroms became very popular because they could kill. They move faster than they fired.
Well, here's the thing. Kickside must have realized that it was kind of dead. They increased the range to 700, that's a big damn range.
Yeah, that's tops in the books.
They increased the splash from 100 to 120, which I don't see a big deal in that. I'm sorry. Damage per projectile increased on all levels. Basically, it's 106K more than what it was. So, yes, it's going to hit harder.
That's quite a bit.
It's going to hit harder. It really is. But do I still – I'm not going to fear them still because 9 times out of 10, that only 20% splash range increase is not going to make a big difference. You still probably can outrun it before it actually hits you.
Oh, well, I just got an offer for an Omega Sandstorm.
Oh, congratulations, buddy. You've always wanted that, right?
I mean, considering even during the event when the Overwatch had the fusion on it, my jug just kind of sat there and took the hit and didn't even lose much health.
Yeah.
Oh my Omega Mega Tank.
I'm sorry. The Overwatch is still not going to work.
And wasn't it like a maxed fusion instead of 75 with the Overwatch too?
Yeah, I believe you're right.
Yeah, and that did nothing to the jug or Ardra. So the two main
Look at
units
the
that
health on
people
the
use.
jug, the jug, the war rig, all of that will sit there and just hit me with your Overwatch, please.
Oh, it's just, but with the rails, that's a whole different story now.
That's what we're going to go to right now.
Yeah, and I can provide a test on how bad the rails are now buffed.
Oh, I'll love to see that. We'll do that in a second. Let's discuss this real quick. The damage to infantry increased from 25 to 100% for all levels. Guys,
I get a quick question real quick.
So we now can't use rails to bait out rail shots.
Well, what it's telling me is if you want your shit to live, stay the fuck away from the rails.
And its reload time has decreased.
But here's the thing that I didn't really notice it have a big splash before. I mean, it went from 10 to 0.
There wasn't really a splash unless it was right on the unit.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm not seeing a big deal of it now. I know somebody else is kind of a little upset that science says otherwise. I don't care about science. This is a game. This is pixelated. But I wasn't worried about the splash before. The reload time, though, That makes a damn difference because all of us
Yes,
we
it
had
does.
5 seconds. You can if you bait it, you could run in there with Jericho, kill it, and move on. Guess what? You
I
might not be
know.
able to do that anymore because the reload time just got cut in half. It went from 5 to 2.5. So that sucker is.
You
It's
just
gonna
have to
start.
be a masturbator now.
Now,
And
if anybody,
it does make a difference.
it's going to make a big difference. Now, let's go. Who wants to screen share what? Champ's not ready, correct?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go with Champ first.
And
You are-
then I can do the rail buff, which is absolutely disgusting in every sense of the word.
And that, exactly. After that, we'll do the rail buff.
Yeah,
And
I'm
you know
just-
who's been quiet this whole time is Chad, and Chad's probably taking notes going, how am I going to attack base?
He's still wondering if we had 2 jugs, if we can just call it jugs.
Oh, we got jugs in the go-go bars, so why not?
yeah.
I mean,
Our
I did
testicles.
with fucking like 5 of them, and like that was disgusting.
Can I ask
All right,
I am Jug.
a stupid question? Didn't at one time the go-go bar have like a sexy girl on top of it at one time?
Uh-huh.
Does
I
it still
believe
have it?
so,
Because somebody told me they took it off.
No, yeah, mine still has it.
Probably some snowflake.
Yeah, I still see it.
Yeah, mine still has it.
That's on there.
All right, it's still
That's
on.
sexist. That's sexist. I don't want that there.
Yeah, that's why the break kicks
Some
out.
fucking snowflake.
All right, guys. So what I have here is I have 2 Avalanche fully upgraded. I have 1 viral turret on one of them, and then I have the Hunter turret with the fusion turret.
No, God, hi.
Say goodbye to whatever you're sending in your base.
Yeah. All I'm gonna do is just send 1 Omega Titan in the
Just
south.
send all of them.
I don't want to. It causes too much lag when I do that. But let's see how it works.
Everything dies.
I get to see pain.
It pleases me.
I'm just. I'll back my tunes up here. I'm interested to see how the viral turrets affects the. So this
Look
guy.
at all those testicles in his base, ladies and gentlemen. You definitely don't want to challenge that.
You didn't see that.
Yeah, we didn't see that.
So
Pay
this,
no attention to the testicles.
And
in the
here
mouth.
comes the hunter about to one-shot it.
Yeah.
so, yeah, this avalanche here.
Sitting at.
Fucking boom.
Yeah, goodbye.
It one-shotted it. That hunter
I'm sorry,
one-shot it.
You couldn't really tell what killed it, though.
The dragons never made it to the thing. They were shooting the drones. That was pure hunter missile.
And
And
that
plus, the fucking dragons would have hit the drones instead.
Oh my god, that was just nasty. This is what we were looking at, ladies and gentlemen. The picture of the game.
that viral turret. That's only a level 1 viral turret. I haven't started upgrading those yet. But
So, is anybody else going, oh shit, we got to rethink this?
Mhm.
That might have 2.
All right, and here is my rail. I'm going to show you one without the fusion and one with the fusion, just to show you how deadly it's become. Let's put in an Omega Hydra. Because people use Omega Hydras to hit bases now to kill technicals.
Yes, they do, and it does work. Well, it did work. Now with this new rail,
Now you're about to see why you should not put a rail up against an Omega Hydra up against the rail.
This is
Yes,
gonna
just
be-
killing the buildings. Yes, I understand.
and that's half dead, one shot. And there's the other one. That's dead.
Yeah, and with that half reload, that killed it pretty quickly. Now let's try the fusion on there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how bad this thing gets hit.
What level's the Hydra?
That's Omega.
Omega 32, 33, 38, 34.
Probably 31, 32 here. I'll check real quick.
I know it doesn't sound like much of a difference, but there is a health difference for sure.
It is 31.
So, most people get it to a Hydra and just get it to Omega and anyways leave it. So,
All right, and here comes the fusion turret version.
yeah, one shot. It's over.
If only it would, you know.
There it is.
Just tell my stuff real quick. Move up, you know. the whole shebang. You know, people can use it for farming now, guys. Look at this. And one shot.
What happened?
Hey,
That was terrible.
And one shot.
Do me a favor. I know this is going to be a little bit of a waste, but throw the jug in just for the hell of it.
Oh god, with or without fusion.
With fusion. With the fusion. Has anybody else got a little concern about this?
Well,
This might not
I'm
be.
not really-
No, that's
not
not
really
a good spot
concerned.
for
If
it to hit.
it's not that railgun that's gonna take your jug out, it's gonna be Drakens and bunkers.
Yeah, that's true, but I want to see.
Here, let me do it from a different angle so I don't it doesn't hit the buildings.
You know what I think it's going to come down to is your caretaker. I think you're going to need a caretaker just to survive this new stuff. The problem is they haven't given us an air caretaker yet. They've only given us a ground caretaker.
Yeah.
There's the jug.
It can farm, guys.
Oh, it just farmed you out.
Farmer Joe.
And it's going to turn and beat your ass in a minute.
One bar right there.
And
2
that's what
bars.
level fusion?
That's level 2 fusion.
I got level 5. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, caretakers have become very essential.
Interesting.
Yes, we just, and you know, up till today, I truly.
Try out the War Ridge.
Oh God, he just wants to kill shit.
I mean, people are using this for main PvP, guys. So
Somebody told me the caretakers only have 8 million health at level 20.
You got to think though too. If players attacking your base, is most likely gonna have it's electric.
Yeah, but even with the electric on, you got to get close enough to hit the damn thing.
Yeah,
700 range now, guys. That's it's going to hit you. It's going to get a shot off before you do.
yeah.
And the War Rig just got blasted, and well, the War Rig's got a shot.
yeah,
War Rigs are pretty.
the War Rig has something, guys. The War Rig has something.
War Rig's a beast. You want to watch out.
It is a beast.
Don't sleep on
Mine's
it.
level 40. I love it.
If you sleep on it, you'll be in trouble.
Yep, and then it just goes through.
Excuse me, guys.
Okay, but I just was wondering one thing. How many turrets are we going to end up with actually defending the base?
It depends how many support turrets you use.
Exactly. So, all right, so you say right now most people have 2 to each heavy platform, right?
Yep.
So that's 8. So you got 10 left right now.
hmm
So if you dedicate, you got to defend each corner of your base pretty much. So that's 4. That's going to be 8 if you put 1 viral to an avalanche. So
That's true. I mean, I'm
you know what I'm saying?
although you know the viral, it does do a good job for taking out drones on the Titan and other units. I'm probably most likely not going to change. My reason being, if I'm attacked, you know, and if I'm all offline, especially, my base is probably going to go flat no matter what. So, but if I'm online, you know,
Good luck.
if someone throws like an old Titan in my base, he's toast.
Stupid.
I won't need a viral turret.
Well, you know, before when you used a PvP
Yeah.
and people already lost their heavies, they start reaching for that low, you know, the hailstorms and such. Well, guess what? A Titan just turned into a hailstorm because that's about what they're worth. Because they're not going to last in these bases anymore. Sandstorm's not going to last in these bases anymore.
Sandstorm hasn't lasted since it fucking came out. Come on, guys.
Fire's too slow. Not enough damage.
Not enough drones to distract either.
Yeah, when it actually first came out, it was really good. But
Sandstorm by itself was never the best idea. Sandstorm with Omega Titan was a decent idea,
Well,
but
I
once
was-
Liberators
I
came
was-
out, it was horrible.
Okay, back when the very first Omega unit ever came out, the Omega Titan, I was so amazed by it that when they said Omega Sandstorm, I was the first one to hold my hand up.
Yeah.
And then when I got it, I was so fucking let down.
Well, that's because we all thought they were going to say, "Hey, we're going to give you umpteen drones too, just like we did with the Titan." And instead, we got
the thing of it is though, the Titans jump from Elite level 30 to Omega level 32 was such a big difference.
Yeah. That's the only unit that Kixeye really screwed up on was the Sandstorm. Jumping from Elite to Omega.
I mean, I worked hard to put it to Omega, and then I realized, you know, when the Omega Titan dies and people know once the Omega Titan dies, you don't even have to worry about the Sandstorm at that point. Because there's nothing left to protect the Sandstorm, so you kind of just
you're
watch
hoping
it
is the
fall.
Sandstorm gets one shot off. If you can play it. And for how many ever hours of repair that is for one fucking shot on something to hope you kill one technical or two.
It hurts.
Kickside, I think that is the only unit they really didn't get right when it went to Omega. Because we all went, when the Phantom came out, it was okay.
The Omega
When the Omega Phantom first came out, it was okay, but when that tech came out for it,
oh my god, it turned out a beast.
It was a fucking beast.
Yeah, and
everybody that was calling the Phantom junk, and then they got it seen in their base and used in their base, and they realized that 70% sustained damage buff that it got with the tech.
Oh god!
That they wish to God they had their parts.
You know, I've watched so many people. I got to rebuild my Phantom. Well, why'd you scrap it? Well, it was junk.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Okay.
I agree.
But guess what? Now it would become useful again.
The Phantom went from a radio tower killer to a base killer with that tech.
Yeah, and well, with the technicals, it's basically back to kill the anti-missile Bastion killer.
Yeah, and mine is level 40, and I tried it one little strip in the Omega blackout bases in the event, and it didn't even last a fourth of the length of the base, and it died.
But you know, that's the sort of thing when the Mega Titan.
Dragons, oh my god! Even with
Dragons, Dragons. I bet you could run.
It still tracks it.
You could run one. You could run a level 40 Omega Phantom over 3 Dragons, and I bet the Dragons would kill that son of a bitch.
Well, it's just like everything. Every unit that's ever come out in Kickside eventually does go by the wayside. It eventually does get retired. Inferno, prime example. How many people do have their Inferno even built still?
Not me.
Me.
I do, but it's in storage, and I don't know. I just can't bring it to. I just cannot bring myself to smashing it.
I've got mine.
I cannot bring myself to scrap my what is it? My heroes, my Kara and Sheila.
They're on me as well, and I cannot do it either. I just cannot.
You know, I still got Grenaders and Preservers in my storage. My Commanders. My Commander used to be so amazing.
I still have Dante, Doron, and Baldur.
Yeah, they're all in storage as well. So
the old heroes home.
Let me round you guys back up into this. As we see, PvP has now officially changed.
I'm getting confused.
Let's be honest. If we're not ready, if you're not paying attention to forums, and you go into somebody's base right now,
you're fucked.
You're fucked is right.
I won't sugarcoat it. I'll just say you're fucked.
Yeah, basically. I really wish some people would turn around and just start paying attention a little more closer to forums. But let's go on to the next subject. God, that's just going to be a massive change. They decided to do something with the alliances, and guys, I have not looked at it. So,
wait, they did?
Well, they said alliance rate update briefing.
I don't know. Like, I don't remember. So
I'm going to turn it on my screen.
They have new diamond tech for the raid base.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, they have Disruptor, Valiant.
Got the Disruptor,
Spartan.
the Valiants.
No, I just scrapped all my disruptors.
Oh, jeez, why did you even build them? Is my question.
I thought that might be useful.
I would like to get those
wrong.
I would like to get that diamond tech for my Spartans. The other ones, I'm not really interested.
The other two, I'm not really interested. The Spartans, I wouldn't mind. Anybody that does
Spartans and bunkers would be pretty good.
I love my Fairlinks. I got the Diamond Tech on it. Mine are 18. Yes, they will kill a lot of shit. So the briefing's very short, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, 3 new Diamond Techs. Yes, that means the people that are stuck with me in raid, doing the raids with me, it'll be 1, 2, 3, and then you guys can have whatever you want after that. Beware. By the way, you notice they talked about how at the beginning of was it October or whenever, Wrong Thinker and them all said they're going to reanalyze and go over the alliance buffs and such. Well, guess what? We're coming into the new year, and I still don't see no changes. You should have never touched them in the first place. But I do like the Diamond Techs. I will give them credit for that. Now we got the release notes we're going to go to real quick. The turns rebalance, which we just discussed. Beware. We got the Shadow Out, Fallen Angels. I have not, and I know because of my schedule last night, I did not do any of the bases today. How were they, guys?
Easy.
Yeah, they're pretty easy.
Wait, sorry guys, but no, we cannot say they're easy. That will make them harder. They were acceptable.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Here's the thing. Most of the people on this panel are upper level. So if we don't, we could say they're acceptable. But if say you're a level 40 or below, would they be almost impossible?
Yes.
I wouldn't say almost impossible if you got
phalanx in the event. If they got phalanx in the event and they have it's electric, they can do them.
You're talking about the boss bases?
Yes.
All you need is a jug and
Yeah,
all you need is a jug and
Jug
Vindicators.
Vindicators and Hades for that. That's it.
Okay, so basically they're right on track. Just because we're upper levels.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it should be easy. I'm a freaking 48 with a lot of max units. I mean, it should be easy.
I think as long as you know, if you have at least an elite jug with the Ardra,
you shouldn't have too many problems. I mean, you're going to take damage.
You take a little bit of damage, but you know, just got to be careful.
It wasn't the base that was hard. It was keeping up with the planes and trying to keep your Hades alive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Live planes.
The technicals don't kill it.
Technicals don't do shit to it. The Hades warp that damn thing.
Oh, I mean Hades. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Hades warp that thing over.
Yeah, your technicals don't do crap, which I'm thinking this is their answer for air when it comes to technicals.
Well, here's the thing I'm going to tell you right now. I'm not going to have anybody screen share that base. You want to know why? Because we know Kickside watches, and we've also witnessed how they change those bases. If we share, if we prove or show them that we can beat the puzzle.
If anybody needs to know how to do them, there's plenty of videos out there.
That's right.
With high level players using minimal units.
Okay. As we all saw, let's see, we saw that the Disruptor Diamond Tech came involved. The techs that will be no longer available. And I know this is going to break Lonnie's heart. The detonators no longer available.
Oh my God.
I know.
My heart.
That's a game changer, ain't it?
That's a game changer.
I may rage quit tonight.
Scrap all your units.
I'm sorry. The Apollo Tech is no longer available. I know. I
know that breaks your heart, Roy.
Oh yeah, they're fucking.
All the Apollos you got, yeah.
And then don't forget the Acolytes. Now, don't get me wrong, the Acolytes still a pretty okay unit. If they increase the range, it'd actually be worth something. But general fixes and improvements.
Well, then they
quote unquote fixes and improvements, end quote.
Yeah, right. Well, here we go. This is one of the ones that I think pissed off about everybody in the event that had this problem. The 2181 error code for some players building the caretakers. In other words, they couldn't build them. Well, I bet you that really pissed some people off.
Oh, hey guys, guess what? All I had to do was put some stuff in your armory. You know, it fixed it.
Yeah, well, see, that went over some people's heads, even though they told about everybody that had that problem. The sequence with the boss base. I'm not even gonna try saying it. My tongue is already twisted enough tonight. Unable to complete for some players have been fixed. Now I did hear about this. That they would literally just not the attack would not end even if you finish the base. The timer would end and give you a defeat sign.
I had that problem a couple times last week.
So, yeah, I'm kind of sure some people are very happy that's fixed. The defensive support units area and effective radius now displays proper when they first load in your base. I didn't know it didn't. Did anybody know that there was a problem with that? That the radiuses weren't shown correctly?
I don't care to see that, so I never knew.
I didn't really pay attention. Of course, the Kickside wasn't really telling us. An issue occurred during the original 12 Days of Xmas offer.
Yeah, that Omega Hydra scandal.
And it is a scandal. I'm sorry. But I'll tell you what, one guy in my clan literally was 20 parts missing, and he got the 20 Omega parts, so he got his Omega.
Yeah, one out of like what, the 1,000 people playing War Commander?
That's about the truth, guys. That is about the truth. And
I'm not talking about the other alt accounts to make it an extra 2,000. I'm talking about the actual people who, the main accounts.
Exactly. The following issues were fixed on Friday, December 22nd. No, they weren't, but that's okay. The issue providing some players from progressing in the event. I hate to tell you, I was one of them. I was down for 3 hours where I could hit defend all I want and nothing was going to happen because it literally got me stuck. And they said, oh, we're going to give you an extra restart token. And I never got anything. Thank you, Kickstarter. Thumbs up on that.
Oh, you got a restart token? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Guess what? I get a restart token.
Yeah, well, I had to use a restart token to get unstuck.
Don't use it prematurely.
A bug prevented some players from receiving the correct rewards has been fixed. I don't think everybody got fixed on that. There's a few people that should have got a little more XP.
I wasn't fixed on that. I should still be at 100K. But hey, who am I to complain? I still did what I wanted.
Now, here's something that a lot of people didn't know about, and Kickside did. I don't know if they acknowledged or just didn't. They didn't acknowledge it out loud, but maybe they put it somewhere in a forum and buried it. That some people were missing over 100K in their medals all of a sudden. They crashed and it disappeared. Not only did it happen in my alt, but it happened in TVC's account altogether. He was missing 300K of medals, and still is. And of course, their biggest answer to the biggest question: do you have a screenshot of this?
Do you have a screencast-o-matic?
Yeah.
Gotta add some sketch.
Yeah. Let me pull that up. Let me pull that up. Yeah,
so, yes, Kickside, we are aware that you guys are still making some boo-boos. And that brings us to the end of the update notes and such. I really want this show is supposed to be about Kickside's year in general, 2017.
Okay, here's the summary of that in my words. Shit. And here's the halfway point. Decent shit. Even, a little bit less shit, but it's still shit. And now we're here.
I'm going to try being a little more...
and I honestly think because they patched the hacks.
Well, let's start with
quote unquote patch the hacks.
I'm going to go like this. I personally, got asked, would I tell anybody if they were coming to start War Commander? Would I recommend the game?
No.
Now, wait a minute. Let me finish. Then you guys can chime in. Because I think I bring a valid point to this. I'm going to give you two answers. Now, one you're going to probably say the whole panel's going to agree with, and the other one I think the whole panel's still going to agree with. One point I'm going to tell you right now. If you think you're going to come into this game and be king shit and within a month, you better bring a friggin' bank with you. because you're not.
Not only that, you better have some friends.
About 2 or 3 of the challenge accepted.
And a lot of goats.
A lot of goats.
Because even if you got the bank, it's still going to be a fucking grind.
That's right. So
Challenge accepted. Boom.
yeah. So do I say you're gonna? Would I tell you recommend the game to come play, start, and you become boss? No, I won't. I won't do that. But I'm going to tell you this right now. If you want a game that has a community like no other, that will fight with you, fight against you, still try to help you in forums, even though some are dicks in forums. But then you've got people like
Oh, who is that now?
the one that says he's still going to smash me, which I still haven't seen, by the way.
I'm gonna smash you on Sunday, right?
No, this is a whole new dick.
Okay.
Oh damn!
Ray likes
They're
new
topping
dicks.
now.
I got enough people that keep saying they're going to come smash me. It's ridiculous, but that's besides the point.
Hopefully they're following the forums.
If you got people, if you want people that will help you and go out of their way, people like, and yes, I will name her name, Skipjack, that has gone well and beyond for other people. Yes, she's not doing it anymore. But that's the type of people that are still out there. They're still trying to willing to help. There's not as many like Skipjack. We all know this. But the point is, this community is, there's no other community like this. There's no other community out there in any game that's like this. 1 minute they're your asshole friend. 1 minute they're your asshole enemy. The next minute they'll actually try to help you.
Yeah, I mean, there's been many people I've fought, and the next week I'll be fighting alongside them.
Exactly. And on top of it, how many people
Especially
still
against TP.
Oh God! How many times we all get into the Hangouts and spend? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We're still in Hangouts. You know, there's no other community like it. So what?
That's what you call a circle jerk nowadays.
Oh, how about the private?
That's what we're doing.
I don't know if that's what you guys are doing, but that's not what I'm doing. I'll tell you that.
Called Hangout Jerk.
That's exactly what it is. The point is,
Somebody's been making funny noises, and I didn't know what it was. But
well, we know we put Chad to bed a few times doing that.
Oh, and a few others.
Well, the point is, if I tell them if you want a community game, this is a good game. You want to be the boss? This is not your game. You want a game to run smoothly?
Strong, independent woman who doesn't need no man.
Yeah. And if you really want a game with no issues, then this is not your game.
Okay.
But
no issues and Kitsai in the same sentence. Hold on now.
yeah. But the point is, this game is the only reason I still play, and many others, is this community. Is just, it is great. It is a good group of people.
I'm sorry, but if anybody that says they play this game because I love the game has lost their fucking mind.
When did I ever have
I've
it?
been drinking too much of the weird water. It tastes weird, mommy.
They've been drinking the bad Kool-Aid.
So let's start off. Lonnie, how did you think the beginning of the 2017 went?
I can't remember.
You've been drinking too much of that funny water.
yeah, have more water.
It tastes weird, mommy. Why does it taste
Well, I'll say it started out kind of, you know, where I was getting, you know, people running not Titans. I was getting people running Phantoms in my base, Hydras that wouldn't die, Phantoms that
Oh God, I remember
you
those
could put
Hydras.
3 freaking expert Tempests on them, and they wouldn't even take half the damn.
What about the howlers that would one-shot a jug?
Oh God. I remember fucking when all that tech was on one unit, and then all of a sudden you're wondering, why can't a burst Hydra hit air?
You know, and you know, all this shit happening, you know, people bringing tunes back and forth. I think actually the instant repair was fixed before the beginning of this year. I think they still had something going on there, though. I'm not sure. I think there was still something there, but I mean, slowly but surely, the twat waffles have exited the building.
That's my name.
But they have exited the building. There's you know, if I don't get no Phantoms in my base that can make freaking 4 runs in my base without dying. I don't get hydras that you throw everything in your base at it and it doesn't take any damage at all. But I think they're getting a little penny pinchy. I think they're getting a little money hungry, and they need to stop that bullshit. If they could have a really great game if they would just straighten up their act.
Well, Lonnie, they did all these cheat repairs. They got to have something in return. Did you think it was for free?
As long as I've been playing, it should have been.
Then you've been playing the wrong game, mister.
Yeah, I gotta go along with that. Sorry, Lonnie.
I'll
Even free
interject
for
here.
some of us.
So on a vote on your score of 1 to 10 through the year, how would you rate this year?
How would I rate it?
Not rape it, rate it.
I mean, Kitsa has already raped it before.
How would I rate it?
It's just a victim.
I would say a
No, the game
6.5,
you
7.
don't break it.
6.5, 7. They need to get the fix down for trying to get some decent bases in here. You know, some of these bases that may be halfway decent for me, you ain't going to see no 44 to 43 doing anything in the bases. It's half easy for me. You know, they're going to lose their fucking ass.
Well,
You know, and then they see a 48 like me make a video where I take 5 minutes of damage in a base. You know, you're going to see a 43 to go in there and take 18 hours of damage. You know, I mean, come on, Kicks. I think about it.
very true, very true. All right, Champ, how would you rate it?
Rate the year?
No, we don't want to rape the year.
I mean, that's a lot. This year has been a blur, man.
Well,
You know, welcome to January. Donald Trump's president. I mean, you think about that 20 years ago. Like, what the fuck? What year am I in? But this year has been it's been a blur for sure as far as the game goes. You know, it's another year for me. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of pros and cons. They did some good, they did some bad, not so good. You know, I play the game like Lonnie said for the community, the friends I met. I met a lot of great people here, and so that's, you know, I do like the game to a certain point, but if it wasn't for like the friends I've met and stuff and people I've met, and yeah, I'd probably not play. I'd find something else to do with my spare time. But
My mama says I'm special.
yeah, well,
Short bus special.
along with that, you know, I've seen a lot of bad people in this game too, and that's kind of disappointing to see. And yeah, a lot of people that take personal shit in the game, and
Yeah.
they fuck with people's personal lives about this game, and it
Unfortunately, you hear that in every community.
Champ,
Yeah.
I think we all know who we're thinking about right now.
Yeah.
it doesn't matter who it is, it's wrong, and it should not be happening. So that unfortunate aspect is also a part of this game. You know, unfortunately, we do have to come across these types of people.
Douchebags.
And it makes me want to just fucking walk away, you know, because it's fucking not worth it.
well, that's when you turn around and do what I do. I see it's starting to get a little
It
personal.
literally makes me want to punch a hole through my fucking wall, and it really pisses me off.
You can go for the punch in the hole in the wall if you want.
I don't want to do that because then I lose my
gotta fix
deposit. But I gotta fix it and I lose my deposit.
Don't do that because you'll hurt your hand. You won't be able to.
And I won't hurt my hand.
Well,
Well,
that's a
more than my
go-go
hand.
bar.
But
And then when you're trying to roll the dice, you have to use your other hand. So
Yeah.
I'm with Lonnie. I'd give it a 6.5, 7 for the year.
Not
the
bad,
game.
not bad. All right, Destry. I know you got to go chasing some goats around, but yeah, let's get your answer.
the beginning of the year, not so well because I wasn't really on too much. The end of the year, I gotta say I like it. I'd probably go a 7, other than the fact that the kicks I fucking up with some moderators. But other than that, I'll give it a 7.
Not bad, not bad. Grumpy?
Well, I'm gonna preface this by saying that I've been here for a while, but I haven't been into the game as much as you guys have, and I guess maybe it's my fault for not keeping up with the changes and all that going, but I give it a 5. I mean, it's right neutral for me. I'm still learning, and it's great that everyone's here willing to help and show us noobs and I guess guys who don't attack well like I do some of the ropes. So I'm just going to go neutral and give it a 5.
Okay. What about you, Rapture? And we might have lost him. All right, so that brings me to Ark.
Oh, good. First of all, I'd like to say I'm very speaking when I get started, so cut me off at any time. First, I'd like to say on the kick side part, I think at the beginning of the year they made some real achievements trying to make the community happy. You know, they closed the cheats, most of the cheats. I mean, you still see some guys out there running cheats. I mean, there's some wicked ones out there. You know, but they tried to also make the game more competitive to everybody. You know, by opening up all these new bases and stuff. So they actually started listening to the community. You know, I think that was a good good investment on their part. But what I would like to see changed in the game is they need to get rid of all these special ops that come out of these bases because they're useless. Secondly, I would like to see them bring in some new ones.
Yeah, do a revamp of the.
And also give us some more bases, you know, some more resource bases like the 60s where we can actually get some resources so it doesn't become so much of a grind. You know, because all that, you know, I mean, every unit can be used as a farming tool if you need it to be. You know, so as far as that go, I think they just need to, now that they've closed the cheats, they need to concentrate on the just fine-tuning some stuff. As far as the community goes, I myself am sort of standoffish, and I don't really communicate. I think since I've been with Roy, I've opened up a little bit more. I'm meeting more people. I think you guys are great guys. I only maybe see you once a week or whatever. But, you know, you all seem to be very dedicated and, you know, pretty nice guys. But I just want to say one thing, though. You hurt me a little bit earlier when you said anyone that said they love playing this game is crazy. I love playing this game. I had to throw that in there. I'm sorry. Overall, I just love this game.
So what's your score then, brother?
I think about 7.5.
That's not too bad. Not too bad. Chad, are you able to unmute?
Yeah.
Oh, we found him.
Wasn't
Go ahead,
lost.
Pigtails.
It sounds like
You take a 9, find the square root, divide it by 1, and that's your score for the year for me.
no.
Can I just change one thing, Roy?
Yeah, sure.
As far as the group and the community, I give it a 10.
Nice.
That's always good to hear.
The game, still 5, but the group and the community, the guys we're hanging out with, it's a 10.
Yeah, that's always good to hear, guys.
And I'm not just saying that to suck ass. I mean, that's why you come on here is to hang out.
100%. All the people I've met, you know, a lot of the people I've met on here, I don't even consider them. I mean, I consider them friends, but I consider them more family. Now,
yeah, we spend more time together than we do our regular families.
No, no doubt, no doubt.
Chad, you want to add anything else to that? Just want to.
Yeah, as far as the cheat and hacks go, I don't care what anybody says. The longest time, it benefited Kickside with the coiners. That's why they took so long to do what they did.
I'm glad that they got rid of most of it.
Probably the Unstoppable.
There's a little
They're
long.
just finding new loopholes.
The Unstoppable.
Yeah, they're always going to come back. There's no doubt. But at least they're shutting most of them down.
Speaking of the cheaters, you can tell kids I did it in moderation because they were all right. Let's shut down this one first. You know, let's shut down the building level hack. See how many people came back to the game. Okay, now that number is stagnant. Let's shut down this hack real quick. More people started to come back because like, oh yeah, Kitsai's doing something, guys.
Yeah.
And then now we're finally down to repair hack, and then finally the workshop hack.
Which I still feel that they still need to pay a little more attention to. Something fishy about it. If they're using it just for resource or something, because I still see too many people not getting as much resource, but doing a lot more upgrades still.
Oh yeah, there'll also be people who use that gold hack to like max out their resources. You know.
Hey, wait a minute! I don't mind them when I find them because you know what? I love
You take it from them.
Oh, dude, I hit a base over in a TP sector. It was a 42, but had the base of a level 5. But his resources had close to 1 billion in them. So when I hit them, I took 800 million resources from him.
Nice.
I get one guy that gave me 950 million oil and metal every time I hit him. Every time. I love that base since they finally created it. I used to sit right next. I never even put them in a bubble. I always farmed them out, and then stopped.
That's a base you want to have Master's Thief running.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Too bad you can't hold 1 billion in all actuality.
Well, what would you grade the year for?
Who?
You're the last one, aside from me.
In what aspect? Just the game in general?
That's the game in general.
Can I be? Do I have to be nice about it?
Be truthful is what I prefer.
4.5.
See, everybody's about between 4 and 6. That's where everybody's really run. Community, I think, is the only thing everybody's positive about.
Take notes.
Okay, now here comes my mouth. And I think I'm going to go a little more detailed than the rest of you. Beginning of this year, knocking out the hackers got me, hyped for the year. Got me all excited. Then then you guys started really talking to us, so we even got more excited. And then it come around June or July, it was like, where the fuck did Kickside go? We stopped hearing from you. More games started having more screw-ups. Kind of pissed us off. Oh, then you come back and start talking to us for a few months. Come around October, you disappeared again. And I'm sorry, you haven't reappeared. Your question and answer never got answered. The leaderboard that was promised before the next Warpath, still not even. If they come out and say, "Hey, sorry, we are dropping the ball. Let's talk. Let's get." The question and answer they had with Ron Thinker and CM Bernie, that don't work. That was scripted. That wasn't players. That wasn't real players. Hell, if they got somebody like Fuck You on there, Skipjack. Players, people that get into this damn game, asking the questions and putting them on the spot with questions they weren't pre-rehearsed days before, pre-recorded. I would give them more credit. They didn't go that direction. They went, okay, let's play 50. Let's play 20 questions and here's the questions and let me get the correct answers for you. Get back to the communication that you guys gave us. The start of the year, we were excited about. Hello, Kickside. We're still here. We're still waiting for answers. I'm gonna, then let's talk about the game itself. The performance when they started killing the hackers went up. Yes, there was less of them to play. Of course, performance is going to go up. The disconnects kind of slowed away. Now, come June, I think about July, all of a sudden we started having some more disconnects and more lag. And now we go into December and we are disconnecting and lagging because there is a memory leak. They know it. They haven't come out right and acknowledged it, but they know it. They haven't come out on the forum and say, yes, we do have a memory leak. That's why the error codes for saving is happening. Yes, we know there's a problem. That's why the units are now jumping from one spot to another. They haven't come out and said that, but that's what's causing this. They know they have a leak.
Roy, can I correct you on that? It has been stated by Ron Thinker on a show that he knows about the memory leak, but yet they're not fixing it.
No, just as bad, guys. If that's the, I mean, but you call that addressing it?
Got a BS and said we're working on it.
They acknowledge it, but they ain't doing shit about it.
They didn't truly acknowledge it. He came out and said it, but they didn't make a post in the forum saying, hey, listen, we understand we have this such and such problem. We understand that we're looking into it, and it just recently started, so they should be able to limit it down. They're not even doing that. They just said, oh, yeah, people that watch this show, the 100 or 200 people that might get to see it will know about this leak. That's it. That's not good enough. I'm sorry. That's not good enough. Get into the forums like you're supposed to. Answer your question and answer sheet.
Hey Roy, if you let me chime in just for one bit, man, I don't mean to interrupt. That is one positive change I have to mention, though, is CM Bernie is 100% better than Sulaco was.
Oh, I was going to get there, but you're right. The information is given is much more detailed than Sulaco. Sulaco's cut and answer piece. The game will be going down at such and such time, approximately 30 minutes. That was his whole post. At least when Bernie does it, he gets into the details, why they're doing it, what's going on. I got to give him credit for that. But I'm going to go against Wrong Thinker on this. Is what I'm saying right now is Wrong Thinker put out a question and answer thing. You ask the questions, we will answer. That was in November. We never saw the answers. Heck, I don't even know if they read the questions.
CM Scribe was the best.
I don't remember the question.
Exactly. You know, and then he makes this thing, and we're all excited. I don't know. I love Warpath. I thought it was a great time. Pretty sure everybody here thought it was a great time. Warpath was definitely a home run for them. Yes, they need some tweaks, but you know what? I'd still give it a home run. It wasn't a grand slam. It was a home run. But then, we're gonna have we'll get the new leaderboard.
I'm gonna chime in again. I'm gonna say maybe inside the park home run.
Yeah, maybe.
Knock it out of the park, man. But they got pretty close.
They got
Hit the hot dog carrier.
They got the understanding that this is what's going to make the game fun for us again. Is what but yet, okay, we're going to get the new leaderboard up and running. No, you didn't. Okay, now we got Invasion, and we can't use the leaderboard for that, so we're all going to speculate where we fall into that.
Actually, well, they did have a separate leaderboard for it.
Not for Invasion, they didn't. For Warpath, they did.
Yeah, but for Invasion. I should say this now, Kickside, get rid of Invasion, bring back Onslaught, and better prizes for him.
That would be a great, see right there, positive. That would be absolutely fantastic.
Invasion sucks as Onslaught was 10 times better, but you got rid of the trophy, so no one did it.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, Kickside, whoever did your graphic trophy on this last one, oh my God, what was he thinking?
100% agree.
Hey, guys, he had maximum effort. Okay, that's all that matters.
What are you smoking? And can I have some, please?
Yeah, please.
I haven't been drinking the funny water. Hey, that was the result of the funny water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Phil, you're in charge of making out the trophy for the next event. Oh, by the way, it starts in an hour. Go ahead and make something out.
Maybe that's what they just did. I don't know. But I'm going to give the score.
Make a light post.
Because
yeah,
I'm going to give 2017 a solid 7. The reason is I see a balance coming to the game. I see a balance coming to this game that people are not ready for it. And I see them actually making that effort. So I'm going to give it all overall 2017 a 7. Now, I know some people are going, now who's drinking the funny water? The reason I say
I thought you were going to say balance of the force for a second.
yeah, well, maybe there is a balance of the force. Because when the Herald came out, they would wipe over a base and then he'd go move right on to the next base. But now we got technicals. There's a balance, and it's becoming fun again, and a challenge. So I'm enjoying this. So I'm going to give it the 7. So,
Technicals, not testicles.
I'm sorry, my testicles are growing. All right.
I don't know that in any sense of that
I
sentence.
don't see the doctor about that, but
All right, so we're going to go to the last subject of the night, and we're going to cover on the event in general. And I know everybody on this panel is pretty upper level. I tried to squeeze the lower level to get on, but his sorry ass was probably too either lazy or, well, he's just lazy. That's besides the point.
What was Rabo doing?
I have no idea. That's the problem. He want to answer his damn PMs again. So, and how'd you know I was talking about him?
Hey, lucky guess.
A lucky guess. Okay. So we're going to go right down the panel, and we're going to start a Soldier Boy and work right down the panel from what I see. And we're going to talk about, I want to know what you shop for, what your score is for it, and would you do the event again this style? So, Soldier Boy, what do you got?
All right, I would do the event again. Yes, this event was, in my opinion, from a person like me who just came back after a 4-month break, and me trying to lend people my account so they can do the events beforehand. Looking at you, fucking Lonnie.
So he missed that, but you can throw that back when he comes back.
Yeah.
you know what they're loving it.
Looking at other people in the chat who kind of fucked with my account after I lent it to some people. After coming back for 4 months and not really doing an event, it was actually, I'm going to say, acceptable. I'm not going to say anything that's, but Pixite, you did good, in my opinion. You brought back what people wanted, technicals. Wish you would have brought back more tech for it instead of just bronze. You should have brought back the corrosion.
I would have actually liked to see the armor come back.
I would have liked to see the silver and gold tech as along with the bronze and make them last chance so people had to sweat to get them. But, and also the blackout. I was not there for the blackout. I liked it. Thank you. That was great. I got my blackout. It's now going to 4, and it still kicks ass. Doesn't kill shit, but it kicks ass. Overall, decent event. I would totally replay this event and get more XP if I could. Got about 5 million, 23 technicals. I had 0.
Nice.
Got the blackout.
Fuck off. I heard you, prick. It's hard enough to keep one account going than 2.
Looking at you, Lonnie. And
Fuck off.
I got the 8 blackout parts and also the coil for it. So overall the event was, I would probably give it. I wouldn't give it a 10 because it's Kixeye, and I still have my problems with the not getting like base 25s, not getting the fucking XP, but I kept getting poly for it. Didn't mind. Poly's decent. Surely helped me in the 80s. That's for damn sure.
What was your score then?
9.5.
Not bad. Not bad.
Kids say, take notes. Redo this event, but call it a different name.
Yes, exactly. All right, Chad, what do you got? Unmute, Chad.
Hold on. Jeez, I'm rolling.
He's got to adjust the bug for it.
Good for his testicles, okay?
He's playing with his testicles. I don't need to know about that.
No, I'm trying to build them.
Oh.
If you build it, he will come.
Yeah. I would say overall,
The bionic testicle.
no history.
Faster, bigger.
Why don't you go play on Ask Master?
Oh, Jesus. Here they go again.
That's it. There's a fag coming to hit you.
All right, get back to the event.
I'll send a lesbo.
I got one of those too.
Speaking of the event, I have one more thing to say. Kixeye, instead of working on new events each time to, try to make stuff different, work on the event that actually fucking works and keep it like that, but improve on that concept instead of making new ones.
Oh, now you're asking a lot from them.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, shit.
And no, hey, all it requires is copy and paste of code, just change the here and there of semicolons. I mean, I've done some JavaScript here and there. I know how to fucking do it. All I do is just copy and paste the fucking text. Call it a different name.
Poor Chad.
You ready there, Bubba?
Yeah, I'd give it a 6.5, and you need to get rid of the fucking one-hit wonder bases.
Okay, but they made him decent this time. I have a thing that they made him actually decent with that fucking kill 100 units was actually easy as shit. Thank you.
No,
Yeah,
they need to go all together.
Why 6.5 though,
You
Chad?
jump on the 30 and tell me you're going to be able to do that base.
Do I have phalanx and no purifier?
No, I said jump on the level 30 account and tell me you're going to be able to do that at base.
Okay, nowadays level 30s have phalanx and a fucking purifier.
A purifier. Actually, if you've had 2 purifiers, deployed one, even if the first one died and deployed a second one as soon as it died, you should still be able to get through that base.
Yeah, that 45, even with level 1 purifiers and level 1 phalanx, you should be able to get through that base little to no problem whatsoever. All it would require is 1 purifier. In my case, I used Ardra, and Ardra was free repair. But I used 1 Ardra and 8 phalanx. Even if those phalanx and purifier was at 1, I would have still done the fucking base with little to no repair.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that wasn't the problem with this event.
No, the problem with this event was I tried something new. I mean, they did a catch-up event, which was good. They realized people were coming back for Christmas. They did a catch-up event. I agree with that, but I don't agree with when people have problems during the event that are so pressing that it needs to be fixed right then and there. Kixeye will wait till the last day and then fix it.
Now,
Quote unquote fixed it.
yeah, well, that's what it comes to. Did they actually fix it?
They never fix anything. It's a patch job.
That's why I said quote unquote.
But all right, Chad, why you gave it what you did?
I had no gumption at it whatsoever to play it.
Well,
I didn't find it interesting. I didn't
to play it.
I refused to get the trophies.
Yeah, it sucked.
I don't. Sorry.
I don't like
Trophy
the
has
concept.
always been. It should always be there if you get the XP.
Yeah, I don't like that concept either, where you have to actually get through the whole event.
If
just
you're
to get
gonna
the trophy.
do the trophy that way, give the trophies some sort of buffer, like the go-go bar. Make
Now
it
you're
worthwhile.
asking so much.
Oh no, just another code so they can break something. I know. I'm sorry, guys.
Make that trophy deployed blackouts inside your base for defense, guys.
Yeah, it's just like the zombie trophies. I thought for sure we would get a zombie trophy that would,
Okay, that would be actually
have zombies
pretty
coming out of the
cool.
ground for your base defense.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool to have. Those 2 zombie trophies we got would actually spawn zombies like every so often.
Yep.
God, you're asking a lot.
All right, Destry, go get me 265, please.
All right, Chad, because evidently Chad's too busy. Rapture, you still around? Okay. Destry,
Yes.
what do you think of the event?
This event,
I know you played catch up.
Yes, I did. I'll give it an 8, a solid 8. Because, like you said, I did play a hell of a lot of catch up. I got everything I wanted, and then
Did
some.
you eat my fucking cookies? Is that why you're high?
Dude, seriously, it was kick ass for me.
Yeah, I mean, for people who had to play catch up, it was kick ass.
I don't need the trophy. I didn't want the trophy. Don't desire the fucking trophy. But for the technicals, not testicles, but however you want to word it.
Either way works.
Fuck you too. But anyway, I kicked ass on it, so I'm fucking happy as fuck. So
Now, I know you went
solid 8.
You went shop happy for your Fairlinks and technicals.
Yes. And 95% of them are already built. So
Yeah, I'm definitely I'm definitely glad you jumped on that bandwagon.
And on top of that, that caretaker is great inside your base.
I haven't played with that
Yeah,
yet.
as long as you have your base tunes on defense.
Well, now with the turret rebuff, you can actually afford to have a caretaker inside your base. Like
guys.
people who what?
Oh no, sorry. SQ's back in sector.
Suskew?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll have to deal with them eventually, but that's no big deal. All right, let's finish the show, guys.
Supposedly they're coming for the memorial.
Yo!
What do you think of the event?
Wow, the event? There was an event?
Lonnie, we all know you didn't do jack shit in the event. I watched you.
Wait a minute. I was
No. I did the event. All right,
No,
all right.
no,
the
Lonnie, doing Omega Blackout bases does not count as doing the event.
Hey, I did. Hey, actually, I did probably. I mean, I fucking hate events. I fucking hate them. I only do them because I got to. But I'm telling you, Kixeye fucking spot the fuck on. This event was spot the fuck on. I mean, right on. The XP payout was perfect. I mean, don't fucking go fucking it up now. Because I'm telling you.
Lonnie, don't jinx it. Lonnie,
that's what I'm saying.
Jinx it.
That's why I'm going to give it a 2.
Oh, jeez.
I'll give it a 0 out of a 10 because Kixeye did good.
Hey, it was a good event. I fucking did over probably 6 million XP. It all went toward a sector bar, but still. I miss like fucking.
I want to jump in here on Lonnie because I know I was in a couple hangouts with him where he literally was just trying to get the tokens out of the damn 40 base.
Oh yeah, yeah. That leads me to my next point. I'm no longer needing fucking Corpus tokens unless it's for the Gen 2 units. All my Gen 1 units besides my Apollo is maxed. Level 20.
You know why I know my Apollo has all the tokens I can ever use, even though I'll never level it up? Because I finally stopped getting those motherfrickers. I was getting them every single round.
I was mad I was not getting enough Phalanx tokens.
Well, the thing of it is, I didn't get enough blackout parts to make my blackout go to max. So now, in 4 days, I have nothing to do in my fucking hangar. I have nothing to do.
Can I have your hangar and then I can have 2 of them?
I have nothing to do in my academy. I got 50 fucking parts. I only had like 5 drops. 4 or 5 drops.
I got 46 parts and I only did them the last 3 days.
Yeah, well, I'm after. Do you know that time we did the drop on the show?
Yeah.
That was my last one I got. That was my last drop.
Lonnie, can I have your fucking hangar so I can have double the upgrades going?
Sure, Kixeye allow that.
Oh yeah, that'll work. So Lonnie went to a 2 where everybody else is on the other end. That's okay.
No, I'll actually give it a real rating. I'll give it an 8. I mean, an 8 for me is fucking a 50 anywhere else.
True, very true.
I mean, they blew. This event was spot on.
0 out of 10.
Unreal.
Okay, so I'm so far impressed. Champ, what did you have? What did you think of the event?
I really liked the event. The main thing I was after was the blackout tech.
And the trophy. We all know you wanted the trophy.
I wanted the trophy for bragging rights, even though it looks like I don't know, it's a piece of shit. I'm thinking about stashing it right now.
I wonder if we get the Heisman Trophy in the next one because we're starting to make a football field. We got the spotlight.
Yeah,
Shit, if I wanted that trophy, I'd just go off the side of the road and steal one and put it in my yard.
The design team for Kickside didn't really put any thought into this trophy here. I'm disappointed about that. But the event itself, the structure, the way the prizes XP was handed out was decent. I especially like the gold tech they were given, the tokens through the Corpus bases. It was very nice. I pretty much finished the first day, and I spent the rest of the time, like Lonnie, just getting the sector bar up. Probably a few other people too. But I ended up with 57 parts on my Omega Blackout, so I'm hoping to get it next event. But What else am I thinking of?
The Omega bases were the hardest Omega base that they've ever had.
Yeah, it wasn't too difficult. It was just.
It was the most grindy. It was
Yeah,
the
you have
biggest grindy base they've ever had.
You had to grind. You could take that base fairly easy. I got it down to 9 minutes and 30 seconds. That was my best repair time on that base. So, I mean, you could probably get it down to free repair or, you know, whatever, minimal damage.
You have to be so careful. And one little mess up, that's done.
Yeah. So, but
one wrong shot from a jack and you're done.
Yeah, those bases took at least an attack and a half.
Because it was Corpus factioned.
Yeah.
So everything got the Corpus buff, which made everything so much fucking stronger.
Yep.
But,
although I can say that, granted, I didn't do any of them because I just got the normal blackout. I was not about to bother with that, and I'm just gonna wait for the other bases to come out or wait till the last event because that's when people pay out 7 parts. The blackout bases were, Kitsai, you don't have to make them easier, just don't make them harder. Thank you.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it's just, it wasn't so difficult as it was just a grind to get them out. Get them out of the way for the drop time. And, you know, the number of bases you can do with minimal damage per drop, for me, it was about 3.
I got 5 done at one time in one drop, but I'm going to be honest, it was painful.
Yeah, I mean, you can take 5 Omega bases in a drop, but you're going to take a lot of damage, man.
And I did. I took the damage.
If you bum rush it and stuff, but you know, I was aiming for minimal damage on my tunes, which is another reason why I'm happy about this event. I did not really take much damage on my tunes. I mean, most of the bases I could take, you know, I'd go in with technicals or phalanx. I'd run the It's Electric, you know, same as usual. And, you know, I can get my little attack tune, you know, repaired within 20 minutes and pretty much all the bases. Any base throughout that event. And I'm glad they had the air bases. That was something else I was happy to see. The defense waves were acceptable. You know, I'm pretty sure maybe the last defense wave may have been hard for lower level players. The purple fucking what do you call them? Mega tanks or whatever the fuck those
war horses.
Yeah, the war horse tanks.
They're M somethings or T somethings.
Yeah, but I'm gonna stick with my grade from the last show. I'm gonna keep it at a 9.
I like the scoring so far, guys. It sounds very spot on. Grumpy,
Take notes.
Grumpy, I know you worked a lot but you still did a lot of the event. What did you think?
I'll give it a 7.5.
Okay, why?
Fuck you.
I agree with everybody. The XP payout was good. I guess maybe I'm just jaded and you know, I don't want to reward stuff that I think is, I don't want to call it subpar or anything like that, because again, I'm just getting into you guys with this now, so I'm catching up with you guys. I liked it. It was a good event. I wish I had more time to get into it and keep going, but I didn't. And that's just the way work is.
Yeah.
The only thing I got, and I know it's minor, is who the fuck writes these stories? I mean,
I don't even read them anymore.
Exactly. You're kind of like it's over on the side, and you got to read it to get it out of the way.
Yeah. Oh, no. There's a recap in the forums for you if you want to read the whole storyline.
I'll bypass. Let's go to Ark. Ark, what did you think of the event?
Oh, I had a great time. I'll give it an 8. The reason why it was pretty good. I like that you could skip the defensive wave if you couldn't do it. I could, but it was good catch up. You know, for the lower levels, you know, they could use the restarts and get a bunch of stuff, and that was pretty much what I thought of it. You know, I personally I got all the I didn't get all of. I got one tech for the yellow jacket, which is why I've been talking about it all night long, and the stuff like that. I got those tires, which I thought was a waste of time, but I got them anyway. I like to get the tech because I believe the tech is what really makes the unit better. And I got the thing for the blackout, the 25% and low damage, which I still understand, even though I did read on that. You know, I guess as you take damage, you get a power boost, 4-8, whatever, 16, 25, whatever. Maxed out at 25%. But other than that, it was a good event. I enjoyed it. I think they should stick to this type of event. It's quick. It's not boring. You can go through it a number of times. Once you get the hang of it, you know, make sure you use your, you know, when you think about it, your new units. The boss bases, I hated them. I didn't do them, not because I couldn't do them, because I just think that to have to spend more than the 7 minutes to do any base in this game is not necessary. And a boss base like that, that base was designed to take damage, you know, no matter. And then if you didn't take damage, you was doing like 1, and everybody started out with 20 minutes. Then a lot of people got it down to 10 minutes, but getting it down to 10 minutes took a lot of thought. And I think that was unnecessary. I mean, that was the first time they ever came out with a base like that, you know. And all the other boss bases in the events we've had, you've been able to do a number of them within
Omega Chugs.
You know, I mean, and that was just ridiculous. I didn't think that was fair for them to put that out there, so I didn't do them. You know, Kixeye, you know, personally for me, you lost a little bit of janitorial pay because I would have paid for a janitor that night had the bases been fair, but they weren't, so I didn't. That's my critique of the event.
Okay.
I got a sector. If you guys want to hit a sector when this is over, I got one for you.
Hey, I actually could use some PvP funds, so let's do it. Little pre New Year's Eve back,
They're having a blast. I'm watching them on chat. I haven't said a word yet.
So here's the deal. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to run my event, then we're going to talk about the New Year's Bash, and then we're going to probably wrap it up. So here's the deal. My event, I thought this event was probably one of Kixeye's highlight of the year event. Out of all the events, I think they really did a fantastic job. The format was great. There wasn't too many bases. The bringing the technicals back into the event, fantastic. No, they did not have enough tech for them. That's disappointing. Letting us get tokens. That was a great idea. Loved it. Enjoyed it.
Fought for it.
Somebody made a good, valid point. And I mean this valid point. And the YouTube, the guy that did it got told, hey, you can go on vacation as soon as you're done with the trophy. And he did it in 5 minutes and went on vacation. Personally, I think he probably was on vacation just made up that trophy. Trophy absolutely sucks.
Dude probably dreamt about it and goes, hey, I remember my old construction job. You know what would really be great? Let's make it a trophy.
Yeah, that's something like that. Or you know what? He wrecked his car because the light didn't work, and now he had to make a point. Lights work. I don't know. Evidently the guy was on crack, personally. That's my
He came into work that day. Oh, by the way, you're doing the event trophy, and you got an hour to do it.
Okay, guys. You know, I focused all my time and effort in the event. Maybe that'll cover for my trophy.
Yeah. So, but I thought the bases are great. Now let's talk about the boss bases. I like the challenge of them. Puzzle was, after getting shown the proper way by Champ and Lonnie, I was really happy with them. Really, really happy with them. Yes, they were a little bit of a grind. You know, I'm used to being hit 6, 7 of them per drop. Yes, I did 5 one time, but man, I really did kill my shit to get through it. So, kind of disappointed on that point. But I still thought the event itself was a great time. I'm going for, especially around Christmas, by the way, I'm going to give it a solid 8. So that's pretty good coming from me. Normally I'm bored and pissy about these events come the last few days. Instead, it was the opposite. Now let's talk about something I'm very excited about. And you can tell because I'm literally jumping from one to another. The New Year's Bash. The sign up for your tag to go on the New Year's Bash is on the Situation Room page. Only place you can sign up for your tag to be safe. We will be jumping to a chosen sector. No, I'm not going to tell you. I already got a spy in there making sure those tags won't be put on the safe list because anybody in that sector will be blasted.
My tag up?
No, you're not going to be. You're not in that sector, so you're not. Your tag's my tag, so you'll be on the safe list, smartass.
Okay.
The point is, we will be jumping 9 p.m. I'll start the show. 9:05 we'll announce the sector. Everybody can jump to that sector, smash away all the way to midnight. So you might want to be cautious and try saving your units, or you just might want to get drunk, get it done and over with. That's up to you. We will be live smashing the sector and watching them cry.
Nice.
Once again, if you want to go on this jump, which we've already started to sign up, go to the Situation Room page. There is a post for it. It says official post. Go down there in the comments, put your tag on the bottom of it. We will have that list. We will put the safe list and post it at 8:30, 30 minutes before the jump. That safe list will be posted. It will be a blast. The people that have already told me they're coming, I can't wait. It was put up if they're asleep. Oh, well, guess what? That means somebody will be peeing them. We're under attack. And then we can put some panic.
Well, I'm out drinking. I can't get home. We'll call an Uber, but that costs money. And I need that for gold.
Yeah, save your money from your Uber. Just stay home and blast somebody. That'll be a better answer. The point is, once again, New Year's Eve, the 31st, 8:30. We'll post the safe list. 9 o'clock we start the show. 9:05 we will announce the sector. It's already been chosen. We've already spying. Yes, every sector I can see you guys all panicking now, going, "You're a spy. You're a spy. You're a spy." We got a spy.
And I can tell you guys right now, I'm not a spy, thank you, but I do like hitting, so if you get on my bad side, I will hit you.
So be aware, this is nothing personal. This sector that's about to get blasted, it's nothing well, it might be personal for some. It might not be. I don't know. But it is all in good fun.
I got a personal sector.
Well, we know you have a lot of personal issues.
Damn.
No, the sector's already pre-chosen. Bonnie and I both were very. Actually, we agreed on it with just one. He said the number, and I was like, "Yep, that's what I had in mind," and that was done and over with. So, again, official post is the only place you can post your safe tag. So please, if you want to come, the more the merrier.
Do we have safe words?
Lonnie, can I give you $5 to change your decision?
Lonnie's left the room, so you're going to have to grab him in a PM then.
Lonnie has left the building? What the fuck is
Lonnie has
wrong?
left the building and he's probably jerking off.
Chad, go through Champ. He can get it to Lonnie quick.
No. The point is, if you want to go, make sure you get your tag on there. We have some tags already there. Some are trying to PM me, and I'm going, I'm not in charge of the list.
I have a feeling I don't need to put my tag on that list.
I think there's too many people just are not going to want to attack your base and lose their
what bother?
But the point is, it's going to be fun.
Fucking on drunk. Come on, Lonnie, let's go. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Well, then again, we might get a train at Champ's base. Just get in line.
Oh yeah, I've had that before.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I love it.
Gangbang. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody.
Yeah, what sector were we in when Barney was riding with you?
Oh, God, that was 105.
Oopsie for
Yeah.
you guys. You guys were getting the PMs, not me. So
Yeah,
that's on you guys.
So once again,
That's my trouble.
I heard that, I jumped. Yeah.
so once again, the New Year's Bash is going to be live. If we have to, we'll run multiple hangouts. I don't think we're going to have to.
I won't be able to use this kind of hangout.
If you want to be on the show live smashing, we can make that happen. If you want to be just watch, the YouTube link's already out. But listen to me. I'm going to tell you this right now. There is a cutoff time to get your tags on there. The 30th at 9 p.m., the night before we go. If your tag's not on there, it's not being added. There's a reason why we're doing that, because I'm not going to sit there instead of being able to bash people. I'm going to sit there and keep adding tags to the safe lift. Not going to happen. Not going to do it. I don't see a volunteer that's going to volunteer for that job.
Oh, I know somebody who would love to do that for you, Roy.
Really? Because I don't know who the hell would.
Happy.
Oh, no. She already told me that ain't happening. You made that quite clear to me. It will be the 30th, 9 p.m. We're shutting down the safe tags. So if you jump over there, you might get hit. So be aware. Once again, the 30th. Cutting off the list. 31st, 8:30, we'll release the safe tag list. Come 9 o'clock, we start the show. At 9:05, guess what?
Dester's drunk.
That's it. Sector will be smashed. Destry will be drunk.
And yes, guys, it is a BYOB hit. Bring your own beer. I'm not supplying you guys' beer. I gotta save that for gold in my beer.
BYOG.
Bring your own gold.
Bring your
own grass.
BYOB/G. Bring your own beer and gold. And fuck you guys.
So, everybody got the game plan for the New Year's Bash. I'm excited. I hope everybody else is excited. Yes, there might be a little friendly fire because there might be somebody you want to just give a little love to. Just remember, it's just a New Year's Bash. It's all fun. All right, so we'll come to the end of the show. We've run pretty late tonight, so we're going to give shout-outs, and we're going to get the hell out of here. We're going to start with Soldier Boy. What do you got?
Say that one more time. I zoned out.
Final shout-outs.
Final shout-out. My credit card.
Maybe your credit card than mine.
My credit card gets a shout out for not being under $0, and I shout out not to Lonnie because he fucked me over. No, I guess hey, shout out to anyone who wants a shout out. I guess go visit my YouTube channel and you'll probably get one.
All right, Chad, shout out. Gotta unmute Chad first.
He has a baby in the background, so.
No, that's not him. That's Destry.
Oh. One of the two has a baby in the background. How about that?
All right, well, we'll go to Champ because I know Destry's dealing with the baby. Final shout outs.
Yeah, shout out to you guys on the panel. Thanks for running the show. Shout out to Kickcypher on really good event in my opinion. I'm in here. I think I'm in here in your sector, Roy. 101. Shout out to Fallen Guy here. I'm here to pay my respects. So shout out to him and his family. And you got a good memorial going for him. So I don't really know the player personally, but always sad to see you know, fellow commander pass away. But
I won't speak names because I don't have the right. I'm not in their clan. I don't have the right. But
yeah,
a fellow war commander passed away. He had a stroke. He fought, trying to make it through it. Unfortunately, he did not. In 101, they have a memorial for him as we speak. Last time I seen it, this damn memorial is bigger than.
Dude, I actually thought someone was pissing off the sector because whenever I went on the Unshackled show to go check out what the hell they were talking about, I just see this giant ass like base being surrounded, and I thought someone was being like.
It's a memorial for someone that passed away, but shout out to him and his family anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I didn't want to, you know, Unshackled show. You know, I know this is your show, Roy. I still love the Unshackled show. I still love you know, I watch the other shows. I tune in. Every little bit helps. So, you know, I hope Unshackled keeps on going. I'll still continue to watch. Shout out to them for doing such a great show. And the other show too. You know, I'll tune in. You know, the more the better. You know, the more shows that are on to help the community, the better. So that's my final shout out. I didn't mean any disrespect. But
You know, like I say, I keep saying and I keep telling everybody, I'm not in competition. The Situation Room is not in competition with any other show. We're not here to be in competition. We're just here to give out the information to the community, try to help the community. And the more shows that are willing to take time to do that, the better.
Don't die on us.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sorry about that.
Destro, are you back?
Yeah, I can be back. It's gonna be harder to hear. I give a shout out to you, Roy, for Situation Room. Panel, everything they bring to it. I mean, this shout out's gonna be a little bit unreal for me. Kixeye, just for the game and the community and all you guys that I've met up with, not met up with at the same time. Looking forward to meeting up with. Looking forward to it. Let's make 18 as good as 17.
Maybe a little better, actually. Okay, Grumpy, what about you?
I just give a shout out to all you guys who are on the panel. Thanks for sharing stuff that, you know, that I've never thought of until I see it and go, I smack my head and go, why the hell didn't I do that? So thanks to all you guys. And let's hope that 18 is better than 17 for sure.
Okay. Ark, what about you?
Shout out to the panel. Shout out to you, Roy, for all you do. I'm good.
Okay.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. Okay, now Chad, did you return?
Nope. Yes.
I did.
Fucking A, man. I forgot, man. Happy New Year, guys, man. Everybody.
Chad, your final thoughts and shout outs.
Shout out to the panel. Thanks for having me on. As always. I will not give a shout out to Kickside. Other than the fact, just the people I met through the game. That's the only plus that I've gotten from it. That's all I got.
Okay, that brings it to me. And wherever fuck you went, I'm sure he's going to give a shout out to everybody who's about to go up. So here's my final shout outs for the night. Make this quick, as easy as I can. Give a shout out to the panel, to everybody that takes the time to listen to our mouths run. And I want to give a shout out to Kickside, actually planning a good event. Please do not fuck with it. Please.
Please.
But my final shout out goes to Skipjack. I'm glad you're back in the game playing as much as you have been last night. I'd like to see you on here more because, you know, when you're around, we laugh even harder. All right, guys. On that note, we are going to say goodnight to everybody. Everybody be safe. and try to stay out of trouble till New Year's.
No drinking and driving.
This is your community manager swag out.
Drink it.
Try to drink, don't